In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about Schedule My PC tips and tricks, and really discuss some of the things that you might not have noticed about the program, such as starting the schedule display. If we click on that, that'll make the schedule display content begin when you open up the program, or you can even pause all that scheduled display content. You can go to Quick Tasks, and there's a Quick Task Setup, which you can create a command in here. It's basically a shortcut that allows you to indicate a file or a file within a path on your computer and have that start up automatically too when you, or start up as a essentially utility tool for you to use frequently when you're running your computer. So I've got command prompt, I got which looks like this. I have hibernate a PC, which looks like this, shutdown space /H, shuts down my computer, puts it in hibernation mode. I have one for logging off, /L, shutdown space /L for logging off the computer. And I can do services. Here's one for my website, networkpipeline.com. It'll automatically start that program when I click on that. And here's one for Notepad, for example. So these quick tasks that I'm setting up here are located here. So here's the quick tasks. So if I wanted to go to services, I bring up services rather readily. And if I wanted to go to my website, for example, I could bring up my website or shut down and hibernate my PC or log off. That's something you might want to explore and take advantage of. Talked about schedule content extensively, but let's do a little bit more. You might not have noticed the time scale. I've got a time scale for 5 minutes, so this is every 5 minutes. You can look at the scale. So this one here I noticed was at 8 a.m. And I got the BBC Daily starting at 9:30 a.m. These are in 5-minute increments now throughout the day. And here's later on, we've got this one here, you notice was at 7:29 p.m. So we don't go any lower than 5 minutes. We probably could if there's a legitimate need for that, but it shouldn't be necessary. We do 10-minute increments, 15, 20, 30, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour increments. So this is what the block of times would look like for any particular day of the week, in this case February 26th. So it gives you a little more information, or just concentrates that information within 4-hour time groups. But still, you haven't lost the integrity of the time. This starts at 9:30, this starts at 8 o'clock, this starts at 7:29 at night, 10:15, 10:45, etc. So, okay, so that gives you that ability. You can always right-click and preview contents to see what the contents look like. And here, this will bring up my website. There's my website. I can bring that up readily to make sure that it's going to continue to work when I need to. We have further down here, registering the product. You can purchase the product, just links you to the website to buy the product once you've trialed it and feel you'd like to use it. We have a how-to link here, which will give you access to the help files if you need those. A little bit about the Schedule My PC program and its developer, which is Network Pipeline Inc. We've got a newsletter that's going to be available and our blog that's available. So those are links you can do. We can send the program to the systems tray, which means we basically just put the program at the bottom of the screen down below here. So right now it's running, it was running in the tray there, so I'll send it to the tray. Let me close this. There's into the tray now, it's down here. So I can see it. I can also right click and show Schedule My PC and bring it back up. I can also just simply close the program from here. This is the same as exiting the program. Okay, back down to setup contents. Let's go look at the schedule content list. Here's where I can insert, change, or delete. Let's say I want to delete this particular activity. I can just simply delete it here. Let's dispose of the calculator, for example. So I will go ahead and delete the calculator. It'll ask me if you're sure you want to do that. And now the calculator is no longer part of my schedule content. Further, we can, again, preview contents of anything that's highlighted. And we can also print this out too. So we can print out the by start date. We can drag this up here. And now on 2.7 we have this was intended to start, 2.11 this was intended to start, and I can go ahead and print that out to my local printer. I can also filter by particular items or text. So if I'm looking for something that is services, for example, maybe I would look at this because of the fact that I have quite a bit of content after a while, and this isolates anything that had services in it. Okay, so we'll close or clear that and close that. And let's see what else can we show you real fast. Options here. You can add commands to this. We're going to offer the ability to minimize this menu icon list. Instead, do something like this. Add this to the quick access toolbar. So now we have a quick link to get to scheduled content. Or we can do this with categories as well. And now we get categories up there so we can pull up categories readily. Categories, by the way, is how you organize some of your information. So your content can be applied a category of business or development, lottery, system, testing. Let's get rid of testing. We don't need that one. And we'll eliminate that one, but we can't. Why can't we do that? Well, the reason we can't do that is because we have content that's been assigned the test category. So that's going to help us prevent eliminating something that should not be eliminated because it's already related to an existing item. Utilities, on the other hand, I don't believe we have anything for that one. So that one goes away. So you can see how that works. Okay, so those are just some of the simple tips and tricks. I hope you enjoy the program and look forward to any ideas you might have. Feel free to send those in to sales@schedulemypc.com, and hopefully you'll enjoy the use of the program and be happy you purchased it. Thank you very much.